There are a few things that I have done throughout my postpartum journey to, I'd say, minimize how I feel, like regulate my emotions as far as the postpartum depression, because I did fall into a stage of mom mode and I would walk out the house literally looking like absolute shit and did not care. Like, I would get up, didn't brush my teeth, didn't wash my face, didn't do my hair. Matter of fact, I would go outside with the braids in my head. Do you know the braids? The braids that's under this wig. And be at these people's store not caring. Like, I was that mother after I had my child, and it didn't feel good, because coming from a girl that looked like this to a girl that looked like this, oh, bless my heart, I did not know how to handle it. But I'm slowly getting back to myself. It took some getting used to, trying to figure out a schedule that best suits my needs and my daughter's needs and my man's needs. So it's not easy, but it's doable. It's not easy. Let me reiterate that again. But it's doable, because once you get in that routine, it's going to be like this. You just basically have to relearn how to live with yourself. Relearn everything that you used to do before. Just revamp your whole schedule. It's a revamp. You can't just expect to have a baby and then boom, pop into your old schedule. Unless, of course, you're rich and got a staff. But baby, I ain't rich yet. I'm getting there though. But my postpartum journey has been just that, a journey. Okay, so first things first, which is so important, it's okay to not be okay. Because I can't tell you how many times throughout my postpartum I've cried and cried and cried. As long as you don't stay in the bed and cry, you good. Like, let it out. Don't hold it in, because if you hold it in, that same energy you're going to start portraying into your relationship. You're going to portray it into your baby. Your baby feels all of your emotions after and during your whole pregnancy journey. So you never want to be an unhappy mother. Always make sure you're happy. Now, if you want to cry and you have your baby, that's fine. But let it out. Don't hold it in. Don't hold in your emotions. Sometimes you might be crying and don't know what you're crying for. You just crying. Because I can't tell you how many times I'm crying and my man's like, babe, what's wrong? I don't know. I genuinely don't know sometimes why I'm crying. I'm just crying because I don't know. I just felt the tears coming and they came. So, but I will say having a supportive partner helps with that, because he would just sit there. Just sit there, comfort me. And eventually I stop crying and I'm right back. Like, we back in business. But it's okay to not be okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't try to feel like, you're all sad and depressed for the whole day. Just let it out. Do not hold it in. I've done it. It will portray into every other relationship. You're going to become snappy. You're going to become, like, resentful towards your baby, your spouse, your significant other, whatever. Let it out. It's okay. I promise it's okay. Number 2, find a schedule that works for you. Find a schedule that works for you. Now, if you're one of those early birds that's used to getting up early, and getting out the house, you might just have to wake up a little bit earlier. Because the way that I realized after I had my baby that I couldn't just up and go to the store no more, I couldn't just up and go get something new, the way I downloaded every subscription service there is, I got Walmart Plus, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart. Oh, I'm giving free promo right now. That's okay. I downloaded everything to make life a little bit more convenient for me, because when I realized I couldn't just up and go, my first time trying to leave the house with my baby, I just was like, man, because my mom's like, you got to make a diaper bag. You got to have diapers, wipes, extra clothes for you and her, just in case you throw up on you, burp cloths. medicine, like butt paste, baby powder. I'm like, what? So half the time I didn't even have all that stuff for real. Like once I got used to it, I minimized it and packed what I needed for whatever trip. But as a first time mom, you want to do everything right. So, you pack the whole bag, got this old heavy bag that you got to carry in every store. You got to get the baby out of the car. Whenever they're a baby, you can't take them out the car seat because they can't sit up in the basket. So you got to take the whole car seat up and put it in the basket. Cover up the baby. Make sure nobody touch your baby. Nobody stopping. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Let me touch her. No, don't touch my baby. So going to the store, even for a little, just a little anything, is like, it's like you was planning to go to the mall or something. So I avoided going to any store runs that was not a run that I absolutely had to go on. The only time I went to the store is if I had to get like, something that I didn't want the delivery service to get wrong, like certain fruits and certain vegetables, because they don't care what they pick up. But little things like that, find a routine that works for you, and make sure you have in your mind that if you have a certain time that you got to be back for, make sure you plan ahead for that, because you're going to be late for everything. I was late for everything. And everybody would always talk about, oh, you come and help me with my baby? You come and help us get ready? All right then. Like, even my man got used to, on date nights, we had to get ready. And I would take like a way longer than him to get ready, obviously, because he'd be at his crib getting ready, then drove all the way out here. Mind you, he lived like an hour or two away. He'd drive all the way out here. I'm still getting ready because I got to get my baby situated and everything. So definitely plan ahead and find a schedule that works for you. Don't be afraid to say no to different things, events, or whatever going on, but don't always say no just because you need to get out the house, sis. But don't be afraid to say no, because you can't go to everything, especially with a newborn baby. Stop taking them babies to every event that you got just because you want to go out. Like, I will side-eye you if I see you with a fresh born baby outside. Anyways, number 3, meal plans. Because I don't know if you're a formula baby or breastfed baby. I was breastfed. I did the breastfeeding path, and I breastfed my child. I breastfed her. I can't even say I'm done, because I thought I was done breastfeeding when she was 12 months old, but nah, sis whipped out my titty again. So I guess we back on the breastfeeding journey. But breastfeeding was not easy. You had to eat certain stuff. You had to get in your calories, your macros, all of that. Like, you had to eat the whole 9 in order to produce what your baby needed. And, if you don't have a support system that will help you cook or cook for you, whatever, again, get them delivery services, but not like, the fast food, because it's really not good to eat fast food if you're breastfeeding. You might as well just get your baby formula. But I think you can use HelloFresh. You can use Macro Mom. Mother of Macros. That's what it is. Oh my God, I'm tripping. It's so many delivery services out there like HelloFresh or whatever. I can't really think of them off the top of my head. But make sure you're getting in enough nutrients for your baby, because that's what keeps the baby full. Like, I don't know if you see whenever the milk separates and you got all the fat on the top, and I don't know, it's so satisfying whenever I see the fat on the top of my milk. And if it's a little skimpy, then, I up my calories a little bit. But that's definitely something that I did that helped me out. Make sure you get them delivery services, or if you have a support system, have them make you some meals, have them make you some weekly meals, or even if you have, good friends, ask them to come over, y'all cook for me. Leave it in the fridge and you can eat off of that. But it's really nice when you have the help, and if you don't, then do what you got to do. And if you just don't have the money, period, to be able to shop for yourself, and baby, if you don't got the money, I'm sure you can qualify for food stamps. I'm sure you can get some WIC. So, you know, use all of those avenues. Don't be scared. Don't be too prideful to get them stamps, them yamps, and the WIC. Because I was at the WIC office every month, baby. Anyways, those really are just a few of the things that I've done to be able to, you know, cope with this new postpartum journey stuff. But everybody's journey is different. Nobody's journey is the same. And I'll give y'all the backstory on, you know, my journey, which is, my journey really was beautiful. I can't lie. It was beautiful. And even with all of the, you know, emotional stuff I went through, it was, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my support system. I'm grateful for my man. And my daughter is literally the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. So, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. You're a first-time mommy. Or even if you were a second time, third time, fourth time mommy and you still didn't get it right, and you watch this video and you do get it right, you know, just little things that you can think of that you can implement to make your life easier, do it. Like, it's so worth it, because after having a baby, it does a toll. It definitely does a toll on your mental, your physical, your routine. And sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. Sometimes you forget to take care of the other people in your family that you normally do, like your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, your other children. So definitely take it easy on yourself. Like, you're not doing a bad job. No matter how bad you may feel like you're doing, because I was there. I used to think that, oh my God, I'm supposed to be doing this, this, and that just because I used to do that, you know, back in the day before I had kids. I was being so unrealistic with myself. Like, I expected myself to have a baby and bounce back, just like I saw every other social media girl do it. But that's not reality, you know. That's fake. But it's fake for me. Not saying that they didn't do that. They probably did. They probably didn't. It might, because everything you see on social media is not real. But it's probably doable for other people. But for me, I had to take my time. I couldn't just, you know, bounce back the way that I thought I was going to. And that's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world, because I'm only 23. And I'm pretty sure this is not the end for me. I'm going to have more babies. Like, this isn't the one thing ends all. So, it's a learning experience. It's something to get used to, especially if you want more children. Get that routine down now, because it will save you so much heartache, headache, you know, resentment, everything. And, you know, everyone's healing journey is different. Take your time. Don't let anybody tell you where you should be in life, or where you should be in your postpartum journey, or tell you that, oh, you're still dealing with postpartum depression or postpartum. Man, you should be over that. No, everybody's body heals differently. Don't let nobody tell you shouldn't still be feeling the postpartum effects. Every woman's body is different. And don't let nobody tell you you're supposed to be bounce back by now. Because you just pushed out a whole baby out your coochie. Or you got, you know, cut, scissored, ripped it out. Whatever. You had a baby. So if recovery is taking a little while, it's okay. I promise you it's okay. It's not the end of the world. And me, being someone that has been physically fit my entire life, to come into, like, you know, I gained 30 pounds postpartum. And at first it was, you know, well, actually, that's for a whole nother video, you know. We're going to talk about that later. But your journey is your journey. It's exactly what you said. Your journey is your journey. Don't let nobody tell you that you are supposed to be at a certain point in your journey. It's yours for a reason. Take your time. Use the resources that are available to you. WIC, food delivery services, food stamps, whatever you gotta do to make this experience a little bit sweeter for you, do it, sweetie. Work from home jobs, whatever. Do it. It's really not as bad as people portray it to be if you take that time to, create a new life around, your child. You can't live the old life with new things. Like, you can't bring the old life into this new life. You gotta leave it behind. You gotta start new things. You gotta start new hobbies, habits. Like, if you're somebody that used to go out smoking, drinking every weekend, if you still want to do that, then that's you. That's not me. I left that behind because I'm a mommy. And I know I wouldn't want my daughter out there, smoking and drinking. And if she do, whatever. She's a child. She does it, whatever. But just take your time, guys. And that's all I have for you today. I just had to get that rant off my chest because I feel like there's so much pressure on us women in this society, in this day, to have a baby and bounce back, or have a baby and, just get right back to life. And that's so unrealistic. So, your journey is yours. And that's okay. Peace. I love you guys.